All right, so a couple of things that I want to get through. Let's start off with some basics. Let's start off with a couple of basic hand strikes. Now, the four basics that I like to work with are my heel palm, my snap punch, my hammer fist, and my back knuckle. Those are the four that I like to start right out of the gate with all of my white belts. Now, your heel palm, okay, is essentially just an open hand technique where you're trying to hit with this L portion of your hand right here, okay, and just making it nice and firm. Okay, now I like the heel palm because it puts your wrist in a naturally strong position. So like if you think about doing a push-up or a bench press or anything else like that, your wrist isn't necessarily straight, it's bent in this position here. So I love the heel palm for this reason. It allows you to strike really, really strongly without worrying about hurting this portion of your wrist, which happens a lot with our punch techniques. There's a lot more to punching than just hitting something. It's about making sure you're not going to hurt yourself. But anyway, heel palm, super strong, super versatile technique. Okay, now a lot of people have strong opinions about what you do with your fingers. I personally don't. I always like to just make sure that their fingers are out of the way. You'll see some people kind of curve their fingers or really tightly curve them like this. I find that when I try to do, like when I think about what I'm doing with my fingers, it distracts me from making this part of my hand firm. And so when I'm doing things like breaking bricks or anything else like that, I just don't really care. The idea here is to make sure that your fingers are out of the way and that your heel palm is as firm as possible. Now, when you're throwing this technique, okay, I like to open up, okay, and push, 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 boom. Right here at my full extension, okay, right about where my elbow is about ready to max out. This is where I should be hitting my opponent, okay? And then there's my push through the target. Okay, you'll hear me talk about this a lot. It's not just about hitting your target. You want to give a little to overcome that inertia of hitting a body. So when you heel palm, okay, push, push. Now you'll also notice my elbow. So a lot of people, when they're pushing their hands out straight, they like to let their elbows pop. You want to keep that elbow nice and tight. Boom, until the very end when you're going to torque. Now, for those of you that are a little bit more advanced, you want to get a little bit of a whip motion added into your heel palm. So it'll almost look like a spear hand, boom, until the last possible second before you tighten up, and then you'll whip that heel palm into place, adding a little torque and adding just a little bit more body dynamic into your technique is how you genuinely generate some really solid power. Now, your heel palm can be thrown off front or back. There are also different types of heel palms. So when we throw a heel palm to the body, I like to turn my fingers to the outside like so. Again, just making sure that my fingers aren't distracting from the technique. And then also, if I'm going to go low into the groin like so, you'll see me flip that heel palm all the way over. So again, I can get the firm part of my hand to the target that I'm trying to reach, either the pit of the stomach or the groin. All right, so that's your heel palm. Please make sure if you have any questions, just let me know. And I hope you gained something from this, but let's just look at it a couple of more times. Push, push, push. Off the backhand, you'll see me pivot my hips. All right, guys, next time, see you later.